Now, the Ad Hoc Committee investigating allegations of criminal infiltration, corruption and political interference in the justice system will today be hearing from witnesses at the Kgoši Mampuru Correctional Facility in Pretoria. SABC News reporter Bulelani Philip is there. Bulelani, very interesting day you have ahead of you.
Certainly, Leanne, good morning once again, and to the viewers at home. Of course, security is quite tight here, as the security services do not want to take any chance ahead of this much anticipated sitting of the Ad Hoc Committee. Of course, today we expect to hear the testimony of the Chief Financial Officer of the South African Police Service, Lieutenant General Puleng Dimpane, who is expected to testify regarding the cancelled Medicare 24 contract, which amounted to 360 million rand to a company belonging to one of the inhabitants at this prison, Vusimuzi Ket Matlala. Of course, that testimony is expected to take the center stage for today. But of course, tomorrow is the big day where we expect one of the central figures which has actually enabled or triggered the establishment of this Ad Hoc Committee, as well as the Madlaga Commission of Inquiry, Vusimuzi Ket Matlala, expected to take the center stage tomorrow to give evidence before the Ad Hoc Committee. Of course, he's expected to actually be drilled around the issues of whether he does know the embattled police minister Senzo Mchunu, and perhaps maybe whether they have met and what is the nature of their relationship, as well as also linked to that is whether why would one of the comrades of Senzo Mchunu, Bran Mkhwanazi, would reveal very sensitive and privileged information to Ket Matlala. So those are the issues that are expected to take center stage tomorrow. Of course, the committee last night deliberated on some of the witnesses that it wants to call. Amongst others, it includes the former acting National Police Commissioner, General Khumutso Patlane, former IP boss Robert McBride, and also forensic investigator Paul O'Sullivan. Of course, the committee again expressing its dissatisfaction around the slow pace of the Parliament to take action against Paul O'Sullivan after he issued a threat to Cedric Nkabinde, who was testifying before the committee last week. And one of the other issues that has been raised by the committee is that they're still awaiting a decision by National Assembly Speaker Thoko Didiza in terms of maybe acceding to their request to seek an extension for the work of the committee. The work of the committee was supposed to actually come to an end at the end of this month. So the work of the committee remains uncertain as to whether will they get an extension or not. And of course, the EFF leader, Julius Malema, also writing to National Assembly Speaker, raising concerns about the administrative and investigative capacity constraints of the committee, saying that the evidence leaders are overstretched, and the EFF leader rather wants an intervention in that regard. Looking ahead this morning, proceedings right here at Kgoši Mampuru are expected to get underway at 11 o'clock. Stay tuned to our social media platforms for the rolling coverage of today's proceedings. Leanne, it's back to you in studio.
All right, thanks so much, Bulelani, and again, looking forward to what unfolds today.